Hello, this is the video for the Introduction to C++ Final Project. And to start off, the reason why the name Robert Hellier is here is because my computer was having issues with recording, so I had to use his computer and transfer all my files for the final project to his computer. So to start off, might as well actually start off the application. So my program is a interactive story, and already here in the beginning it says, hello, this program is an interactive story about you as an employee working at a company that is hiding secrets. So to start off, you can put in the name of the protagonist. I'm just going to put in a random name. I'll just put in Boop. Okay, this is then where it starts giving you an introduction here for the program or the interactive story. It says, oh, congratulations on getting hired. The name of the program is called Dystopian Incorporated. And then it starts asking you, more user input on the amount of, on your salary. So over here, how many hours do you expect to work this weekend? Let's put in 10. Then how much do you expect to get paid per the hour? I'll just put in 10 again. And over here, I'll start doing the calculations. So you'll see it recalls back what you put in for the weekly hours. And then here's the hourly salary, which should be the recalling from this. Then it gives you information on what your weekly salary is, your monthly salary, and your yearly salary. And then it starts telling you, oh, thank you for your input. You must now hand us the following objects: your wallet, phone, and fingerprint. And then this is where it starts getting in a more darker realm within the company. So already here in the beginning, it kind of gives you just, an introduction like any other company, I suppose. But then it starts getting a little bit darker with this line once it tells you, oh, now hand us your wallet, phone, and fingerprint. And then tells you never to work with distractions or forms of outside communication or you will be punished. And then it says here all in caps, we're always watching you. And then it recalls back to the name of the protagonist over here. So every line that has the little star thingy, whatever it's called again, that's an actual line of the story. So already here, the beginning of the story now starts off with the protagonist in the mood for green herbal tea, and then it asks, oh, how much sugar cubes would you want in your tea? I'm gonna put in 2. If you put a number greater than 2, the interactive story will tell you, oh, you think you need more sugar just to start off your first day of work with more energy. But if you put in 2 or less, it'll tell you. I'll let this thing scroll up a little more. It'll tell you where is it? Oh yeah. You decide to go safe to prevent a sugar crash from your first day. So as I said, if you put a number 2 or less, it tells you, oh, okay, you're gonna prevent a sugar crash from your first day. But if you do a number greater than 2, then the story says, oh, you want to take more sugar for more energy for your first day of work. Then this is where the story starts building up. This is where the story goes into a hacking group called Mango 6 that has hacked your computer and every computer within the company. And then this is the instructions over here. For the mini-game. The mini-game, I suppose, that comes in with the interactive story, which is a decryption. And it gives you little details on the mini-game. So if you type the word hint, it'll give you a hint on the word that you have to decrypt. And if you type in quit, you can quit. You can just quit if you just don't want to do the mini-game and just want to keep going on with the interactive story. Or you can just type hint for if you're having any troubles. So here, the jumble. This will be malware, I believe. Yep. And then it tells you if you, by chance, want to go back to, I suppose, the mini game and try to decrypt another word. But I'm going to put in no just to continue on with the video and the interactive story. And it tells you congratulations on decrypting the computer. And then it starts. The story goes into how once you're decrypted the computer, you notice that there's a file that was left called Click Me. And this is where you, the protagonist, get to decide, do you want to click the folder or not? I'm going to or I guess open the folder. I'm gonna type in yes. If you typed in no, it kind of just wraps up the story saying, oh, you just kept working at Dystopian Incorporated like an ordinary employee. I'm gonna press yes to build up more in the story. This was a mistake. Uh-oh. This was supposed to say Dystopian Incorporated, but it said NSA. Whoops. Oh god. Well, other than that, I'm pretty sure everything else it does say Dystopian Incorporated as the company name and not the NSA. I forgot to change this one error, I suppose. And you decide to. Other than that, let's just continue on with the story. It says here you decide to open the folder due to curiosity. Do you destroy the folder, inform your supervisor, or investigate? I'm just gonna press investigate. If you press destroy or inform, the story then goes to a different path on how either A, when you destroy the folder, it just kind of wraps up again saying, oh, okay, you just kept on working at Dystopian Incorporated as an ordinary citizen. If you were to type inform, it would say how you told your supervisor about this folder, and then your supervisor went to the folder, and it would tell you on how it turns out there was a corporate espionage happening within employees and former employees of Dystopian Incorporated. But I'm going to go with investigate because I'm pretty sure that leads more into the story. Usually what I've done is the option on the very bottom is usually the one that keeps continuing on the story. So you investigate more and realize that all this classified information and details on all these things. So essentially, you figured out that this folder, which was left by the hackers of Mango 6, is a folder all classified information on how the company you're working for, Dystopian Incorporated, is spying on people and are using very different methods. And this is where you, as the protagonist, start thinking now within your morals and ethics. Do you destroy the folder, saying that in case because you want to keep your job, or do you leak the folder knowing that there will be heavy consequences? So I'm going to type in leak. Over here, you decide to leak out the information. It took a lot, and then if you leak out the information, it starts going on. Oh, okay, so you leaked it out. You were granted asylum in Iceland, and now you can never go back to the country where Dystopian Incorporated was, I guess, located. And now that company and the government is now after you. So if you ever go back to that country, you will be arrested. But you're now given the status of a whistleblower, as once you leak this information, the entire public knows about this, and then they realize, oh, this is, we don't like how Dystopian Incorporated is spying on all of us ordinary citizens without our permission. And then, if I were to go back, there's another path to the story that has a more, I guess, action-oriented. So I'm just gonna let me just skip this. I might as well try this again. So if I put in, let's say 9 for the sugar thing, scroll up. If I put in, a number greater than 2, you want some extra sugar to keep you more awake and energetic for your first day. So then it goes back into how there's a hack within the company, and then you go here to the decryption. Now play again. Let's see. Yes. Oh wait. I messed up. I pressed the number. So you always have to put in the actual text and not the number itself. So put in the name. What would this one be? This one. Hold on. What would this actually be? Let me just go into the actual script itself. Actually, you know what? I could just show the hinting system. So if I were to type hint, it would say, "Oh, you're a tool used to observe, check, and keep keep a record of a process, which would be what would it be? Oh, yeah, monitor. Monitor. Number, no. Do you open the folder? Yes. Do you destroy the file? More. Let's see. See if I can get to that path I'm looking for. I believe if I were to put in destroy. Okay, yeah. So it starts going to this. So once you find the leaked file and investigate thoroughly, you start figuring out, and it gives you the option on whether you want to destroy the file or leak it. If you were to press destroy, if you decide to destroy the file, this is where you start. The protagonist starts developing a sense of worriness, and their conscience is just being questioned. And now it gives you the option: do you keep on working for Dystopian Incorporated, or do you, as the individual, decide to quit the company? Now, if you were to quit the company, what happened is the story would go on how the protagonist just started feeling a lot of anger, and they just felt like they wanted revenge for what Dystopian Incorporated was doing. So because of that, I scrolled. Oh, too far down. Okay, yeah. The protagonist starts developing a sense of revenge, and they want to go after Dystopian Incorporated. And what they do is hack into Dystopian Incorporated's bank accounts. So essentially, you hack into the Dystopian Incorporated bank account. Here's just another skull, kind of just more art design, I suppose. And then, if I scroll back up again, I'm just going to put this on full screen. So over here, you see this is the Dystopian Incorporated account, and this is your account. And then once the hack is complete, you'll notice that the Dystopian Incorporated account is now at $0, and you, as the protagonist, now have all the money. And what you do with that money is you try to globalize an effort to fight against massive surveillance that ordinary citizens are not aware of, and then you start developing this thought process of you're worried because you're worried about your action. You're still just worried on whether you should have actually committed to the action, and then you start thinking about what other ways or is massive surveillance being used, who else is using massive surveillance that ordinary citizens don't know. So that is essentially it for the interactive story. So to summarize it all, it's an interactive story where you, as the protagonist, start developing your conscience to start getting concerned, and you start questioning morals and ethics on massive surveillance. And that is it.